Hi guys, welcome to Excel and Power BI. My name is Udyam. Today we will see a practical example of attendance calculation. This is I have received from one of my friend. His query was he can calculate simply P here, but he is unable to calculate these. On 30, 31st, if you are able to see, it is giving me first day half, second day present, first half present, second absent. So he is unable to calculate these half day calculations. So how we can achieve this? Let's calculate with COUNTIF function. So from the COUNTIF function, we have to select the range and in inverted comma, we give the P because we have to calculate the P. Why in inverted comma? So whenever you are counting anything, text always comes in inverted comma and numeric value will come without the inverted comma. This way you can calculate. If I'll hit the enter button, it is giving me 18 count. Let's count it manually once. So 5, then again 5, 10, 15 and 3, 18. So it is giving me correct count of P, 18. Now I have to calculate these two as well. Let me insert two column here. Okay, now I have to count A by 2 and P by 2. I copy this, paste it here, and instead of P, I will use A by 2, P by 2. It is giving me one count. Let's I'll write it here A by 2, P by 2. Similarly, we have to count P by 2, A by 2. Again, I'll copy this formula and paste it here. Now I'll change it P by 2 and A by 2. Now it is giving me count of these two values as well, A by 2, P by 2, this way, right? But I want a count of 19 because this half day will make one full day and 18 is already there. So total P count should be 19 days. What I can do, I can divide these by 2. So it will make it half. You see count is coming correct as 19, right? But here is one problem with this function. Let's say here I have only two conditions, different conditions other than P. But what if I have one more condition? This again I have to calculate SL by 2, P by 2, and then we have to plus all these, then it will give me the result. So instead of using different calculations for each set of combinations, we can use wild character to calculate anything. How we can calculate? Let me delete this. Okay. Now what I have to calculate, I have to count the P by 2 from these two 30 and 31st and treat them as 1. So what I can do, in this function itself, I'll put plus symbol because I have to plus 18 plus this half plus this half. So I'll put the plus symbol. I'll copy this. I'll put it here. Now I have to calculate P by 2. If I'll hit the enter button, nothing will happen. It is giving me again 18 result because this is not simple P by 2 which I want to count. This is something A by 2, P by 2 and P by 2, A by 2. So how I can calculate it? I can use the asterisk symbol before this P by 2, and if I'll hit the enter button, it will give me 19 count. Why it is giving me 19 count? Because it is counting this 30th P by 2 as 1. So 18 plus 1 is equal to 19, and it is not counting this 31st part. Why? If I'll divide it by 2 because we have to count it as half. So actual result is 18.5. Why it is counting only 30th and not 31st? This asterisk symbol means whatever before this p by 2 will be ignored and last digit should be p by 2. It will count. So in this case, what it is doing, it is ignoring this part and calculating only p by 2. Hence it is giving me half day p by 2. But what if in this case? In this case, last is a by 2. Hence it is not calculating. Now it is starting from p by 2. So what we can do, I can put this p by 2 in asterisk mark. Start with the asterisk symbol and then p by 2 and end with the asterisk symbol. So this way it will give me the complete result of 19, right? So what it is doing, it is counting these two as 2 and dividing it by 2, making it 1. So 18 plus 1. So this is giving me the 19 count. So this way you can use multiple conditions. So let's say if I'll make it SL by 2 and then I'll make it P by 2. See, it is counting it half day, 19.5. Okay, let me control Z it once. I'll delete this and my calculate is 19. Okay, now come to the next one. In this, I have to calculate weekly off and the leaves. But here, if you observe, these two weekly offs is coming with 9 because employee has worked on week offs and it is showing, system is showing, although it is a weekly off, but he or she has worked for 9 days on the weekly off. So how we can achieve this? Again, we will use the COUNTIF function. Select the range and in inverted comma pass the WO. It will give me 7 count. Why? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. It is ignoring these two weekly offs. But I have to get calculated. So what I will do, I'll put this on asterisk symbol and it is giving me 9 count. Why I have not used this function again as p by 2 and half in this case? Because here I have to calculate p by 2 and make it as a half count. That's why I've used the another COUNTIF function here. But in this case, I am not in requirement of calculating any half day weekly off. I just have to simply calculate the week off count. That's why I have put this week off in asterisk symbol. Now I have to calculate the CL also. So here ideally it should be 1.5 CL, this one, and this is the half day CL. System should calculate 1.5. So let's start it from the scratch. Use the COUNTIF function. Select the range and put the CL. Now it is giving me one count. It is not counting this. Now what we will use, again we will put a plus sign, COUNTIF function, and we'll select this range again, right? This time we have to calculate CL by 2 and make it half count. Okay, it is giving me one count because we have not used any asterisk symbol here. So system is not recognizing what is CL by 2, is not getting any CL by 2 in this range. Now what we have to do in this case, if I'll put the asterisk symbol both the side of this CL by 2, let's see what result comes. It is giving me 1.5. Why? Because this is counting this CL by 2 completely and making it half. That's how we can achieve this result. Okay, if I'll use the asterisk symbol not on the both side, and I can use the asterisk symbol at after 2 as well, and it will give me the same result. Why? Because in first example we have seen where we use the asterisk symbol, it means after that onwards you ignore that. So in this case we have count CL by 2, so we have start CL by 2 and from here asterisk symbol, we are asking Excel to ignore the rest part. So it is counting CL by 2 and ignoring this P by 2 count. That's why it's giving me the same result. So this way you can calculate your attendance with a minimum use of formula instead of using lengthy formulas. So hope you have liked this video. It will really help you, I believe. Please subscribe my channel and hit the like button. Thank you very much.